Hi, I'm CZG123, and these are stories of old New York City. Today's story involves a master painter and Riverside Park. If you like the story that you hear, don't forget to follow, subscribe, and all that good stuff. You can like, put your hearts, and share. So, growing up in New York City, I'm trying to remember all these things, so I'm keeping a record of these stories. Anyways, I'm walking my dog, Punky, rest in peace. Amazing dog, huge vocabulary. I'm walking her alone. I'm maybe 15 or 16. And no, I'm younger, and I'll tell you why. I'm younger, I just don't know exactly how old, but so down the block from us on 87th and West End was Riverside Drive, which had a great big park. Well, not really big, but kind of like a stretch, like a, I don't know, like a thin, it's like a very thin park that stretched out as you went more uptown, near the monument for the unknown soldier. So I'm walking Punky. I go across the street and we're walking on Riverside Drive, and a lady bursts out of nowhere, and she goes, "Oh my God!" She's like frantic. "I just saw a master painter." And I'm like, "Oh my God!" And then she goes, "And he had a thing this big." I'm like, "Okay." So I was very confused. I didn't understand. She was like a pretty heavy-set woman who managed to run like 80 miles an hour away. So freaked out. I'm thinking to myself, master painter. She saw like a graffiti artist. I didn't understand. So I went home with Punky and I told my dad, "Hey, some lady just freaked out because there was a master painter. She caught like a master painter, and I guess he had like a huge graffiti can or something." And that's when my pop told me, "I think she meant masturbator." And I was like, masturbator, right? And so my dad's like, that's when blah blah blah, and he tells me, and I'm like, wow, he didn't do graffiti at all. Well, he did in some way, but it's not gonna leave a lasting impression. But yeah, so that was very freaky. I didn't understand why she would freak out over a master painter. It sounded like a master painter, and I had no clue what that meant. And it was a good time for my father to teach me what that meant. Now, what's really funny is at an early age, I guess, I don't know, 6 or something, I was taught like all that crazy, birds and bees stuff. The one thing they left out was master painting. I didn't really understand what masturbation was, but boy, when I found out. Anyways, that's the story from old New York City. Again, if you like, subscribe, follow, and share. The master painter. I mean, pretty amazing. You're just alone as a kid walking your dog, and all of a sudden this lady's complaining about someone masturbating. And also, I guess this was a time when such things would happen, right? Like, you could masturbate in public and flash people in old New York City. Anyways,